How's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, today we are going to prepare and plant the cornfield that we just chopped corn out of. And in order to do that, there's a few steps extra that we have to take. If we jump down out of this. Okay, first of all, it was corn. And we chopped the corn into chaff and put it into our fermenting silo. Okay? So that means we wouldn't have had any fertilizer in here because there was no straw. So the first thing that we had to do, it needed lime. So we limed it. And now, it took care of our lime problem. And then we came in and we put the first stage of fertilizer on this field. And that gave us our 50% fertilizer. Okay. So now, in order to get our 3% yield bonus, we have to come over here and we have to mulch. If you do not mulch, then you're going to lose 3% on your yield bonus. Okay, are you with me so far? Now, because this was a cornfield, we have to come in and plow it. Now, after we mulch, and because we had to put our first stage of fertilizer on, our planter, even though it's a direct drill, it will not give you your second stage of fertilizer until you change the ground texture. It has to be changed. If this was not corn and we didn't have to plow after it, then we would still need to come in and cultivate because we have to change the ground texture. So instead of cultivating, we'll just come in and plow it. That's changing the ground texture. And then we'll come in with our direct drill planter and plant it. So I hope that made sense to you, why all the extra steps that you have to take on this field, because there was corn planted in it. So anyway, that's where we're at. And our guy is going to get it mulched for us. And yeah, we're moving right along. We'll have it planted. Now what we need to do is figure out what we want to plant. So let's just do that. Let's get out of the way of that guy that's mulching for us. And let's come over here and let's just figure out what we want to plant. Now we have a full field of barley that'll be ready here in a couple of days. We don't need barley. And that's going to take care of our chickens, feed for our chickens. Canola, we have a full field of canola that'll be ready in a couple of days. But it sells for a pretty good price. If we come down to soybeans ain't too shabby either, but it's not as well as canola. Sorghum, yeah. Now sorghum, we've talked about that before, and that's not really a good idea because you have to put a lot of extra money into the field. So, and we don't need corn. So I think what we'll do is we'll just plant this in canola because it's a good cash crop, and let it go at that. So anyway, we're just going to let this guy finish up on his mulching, and then we'll get the planter or the plow over here, and get him busy started plowing. All right. Well, while our guy is mulching that field up there, we're going to top off our chickens' feed. So let's see here. We need wheat. Well, we'll get there. There we are, wheat. And we don't have a whole lot of wheat left, and if we have to buy a little bit, of chicken feed to get us through, okay. But we have a whole field of barley over there that's getting ready to come due, so yeah, I think that'll be enough. So we'll get over here and see if we can't get these chickens fed. All right, let's back in here. All right. And let's go over to the next pen. All right. And we have one more. There we go. All right, and our chickens are fed. And we don't have to worry about water because it's automatic watered. Water is piped into them. So that takes care of that. And we can put our leftover wheat back in our silo. All right. That takes care of feeding the chickens. Oh yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, they're pretty well low maintenance. Let's say that. So, all right. Well, we'll go back over and we'll check on our guy doing the mulching and see how far along he's getting. All right, well, our guy is about to get done mulching, and we have brought another tractor with the plow on it because not only do we have to change the ground texture before we can get the second stage of fertilizer, corn was planted in this field, so we have to plow it. So anyway, he'll finish up here in just a little bit. I think he's got one more row to go, and he'll have this completely done, and then we'll get started plowing. All right, well, we've got our guy straightened out on plowing, and he's making short work out of this for sure. So I think what we'll do, we'll leave him to it and let him do it, and we'll go down and we'll get our planter hooked up, and because we're going to plant canola in this field, so we'll get it all hooked up and get it up here and get ready to do the planting. So he sure don't need our help. He knows what he's doing. All right, well, I think that's what we'll do. Let's just go get the other tractor and get the planter hooked up and get ready to do some planting. All right, well, we're just about to get this field plowed. And we've got another tractor up here with the planter on it, and I think we'll we've got him all set up to plant canola. So as soon as this guy is done, then we'll get him in here, and we'll have another field of canola that we can harvest and sell. So anyway, that's the plan. All right. Well, I think this is just about time to wrap this video up. We've got one or two more passes to go, and this field will be done. Wait for it to grow. But anyway, as a dirt road farmer, I think we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching.